Thanks for tuning in. It's Susan here, obviously. It's the 26th of January 25, and it's just before 1:30 in the afternoon UK time. I haven't done one of these for a while, and maybe I should do them more often because I'm letting them sort of build up and missing things, but depends whether you want to hear me or not. This particular one, I was listening to a chap, a Glasgow YouTuber called Craig Houston. And sometimes he's just hilarious, I have to admit. And other times he just hits the nail right on the head. And he's done a few recently, but with him being Scots, some of the Scottish Parliament things really grab his attention and he talks about them. And this particular one is one of a number that he's done on Hamza Yousaf, who was an ex-First Minister in Scotland. So before John Swinney took over. He wasn't there for very long, but he's now doing various talks and giving his opinion on things. And Craig has reported on a few of these, but the one that I'm referring to was one where, and I won't go into all the detail because you can look up Craig Houston's YouTube videos for yourself. But the one I'm referring to is one where Craig has shown a clip of Hamza's YouTube video, or video at any rate, where he was given an interview. And one of the things that he was complaining about, because he was making the point that all over Western Europe, Muslims are being made to feel unwanted and unloved. And I mean, personally, I take as a find, but it's not that, it's not him I'm wanting to report on, but one of the things that he said brought a number of other things to light. And he was complaining that the European Parliament Commission, or some big political meeting in Europe, which of course UK is no longer a member of, for those who happen to catch this outside the UK, but they had a sausage and wine party. Most folk have a cheese and wine party, but for this particular one, it was a sausage and wine party, and he felt that this was a particular slight against Muslims. And one of the things that he used to say that Muslims were no longer wanted. Now, as I say, it's not this particular quote that I want to speak about, because every time you mention a specific example, folk attack that specific example, and it's you give folk something to latch onto, and they latch onto that one. But it's this general point that I want to make, in that people can take umbrage, can take offence at any sorts of things. And that minority of people that are taking offence of whatever, and it happens with, transgender people and any minority, then the majority have to suffer for it. The majority have to watch their words. The majority have to be careful of what they write on Facebook or on YouTube or wherever it happens to be. And we're put on a back foot. When you have to watch your language to that extent, you lose your creativity, for one thing, and you lose your spontaneity. That might not be a bad thing. You should maybe think about what you're saying. But the point I'm trying to make is there should be a distinction made between taking offence and giving offence. And the vast majority of what we say, all of what I say, is not meant to give offence. But many minorities are likely to take offence. Now, I could take offence at them taking offence at what I said that made them take offence, and it just gets ridiculous. So we need to remember intention, and take phraseology, words in context as well. And we need to stop and think before we take offence, before we take umbrage at something. Was it meant am I really the centre of the world, and that this throwaway comment that has been made was meant to make me feel bad, unwanted? And of all these minority groups that take offence at, at phraseology that's been in our culture for, centuries, go on and do that. You're not really the centre of the world. You're the centre of your world. Fine. We should all be the centre of our own world. But stop, for goodness sake, thinking that you're the centre of everybody else's world and everything that is said is meant to upset you. Because I can assure you, it isn't. And you getting upset has obviously just upset me. No, no, no. I'm not upset. I live a good life. And I, I genuinely want to send love to all of these people who have this chip on their shoulder that they seem to think that we're all there trying to knock off. We're not. It's up to each individual to knock their own chip off their own shoulder. So, yeah, we have to send out love to these people and hope that we can, by the love can bridge the gap between us. But in the meantime, I ask you all to live, love, most of all, be happy. Thank you.